Hey everybody, for tonight's episode I thought I'd show a little tip. Been working on the Allen Mogul throttle and the throttle arm. As you can see by the chips and the some of the oil and stuff, I just pulled this out of the mill, out of the vise, and that's what I wanted to show you. A little tip for holding something like this. So this is a cast bronze throttle arm, and you've seen me hold it in different videos before, but lots of things had to be done to it, and because of its irregular shape, they're a little bit squirrely to hold on to. And what I've developed is I will take just an ordinary piece of flat steel, sand off one side nice and clean and shiny, get the mill scale off of it, and do the same for the mating surface on the bronze, and then flux them both and melt some ordinary plumber's solder, soft solder, on both faces, and then I have the steel laying here. I'll pick up the bronze part, heat up both surfaces, set the bronze on as close as I can to centering it, and not here but outside when I heated it up, and then continue to heat the parts, and then eventually you have to press down with your pliers when you think everything's good and hot, and you can see the solder, the soft solder, ooze out of the edges a little bit, and then you just remove the heat and hold the pressure on there for a little while till the thing cools down, and then you can cool it down and bring it in and do your machining. So the beautiful thing about this is it gives you basically a rectangular thing to hold on to in your mill vise so that you can perform the drilling and milling operations. In this case I had to mill this down flat. I only had to take off about 10 thousandths to get it flat, and then I had to mill a bunch off of this side because it only is supposed to stand 1/16 of an inch proud. So I milled that down, then I drilled the succession of holes. This is a 9/16 inch hole with a flat bottom, so I drilled a succession of holes with drill bits, and then and it's a 3/16 inch hole that goes through it. I used an end mill an end mill holder to cut the 9/16 inch flat bottom hole that will hold the spring and the actual throttle valve. So now I can wipe this off. And the reason there's oil on here is I used cutting oil, of course, going through the steel part on the bottom, and didn't want to burn up my drill bits. So anyway, now I can wipe this off and take it outside, and all you do is just heat it back up again, and the soft solder melts, and you can carefully use some pliers and clean the soft solder off and sand it off if you need to, file it off, whatever. So I'll do some final cleanup to this thing, and then I'll start making the small parts of the throttle. The rest of the throttle over here, you can see I've machined the body of it. I only had to take off about 25 thousandths on this surface. What I did, I milled this surface flat, as you can see, and this surface to give me good reference surfaces for drilling these holes and these holes. And I had to drill and tap the holes here. This is where that's just a plug. This is where the throttle button will actually go. It will pivot here, and drill and tap for the plug fitting that we made there, that were for the dry pipe, the steam pipe. So the throttle's coming along nicely. A bunch of small parts to make, some little washers that the arm will pivot on, the stainless steel button that rides inside the throttle arm, and then some of the throttle arm connections. So plenty left to do, but it's coming along. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know if there's questions. Thank you.